Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker Channel. This is a song I used to play a lot. It's really hard, and I'm still working it back out. It's called Drive by Incubus. Is it Drive? Yeah. That's hard. Incubus, that's a really good band. How's everybody doing today? Hey, what's up, Tommy? Hey, Tanya. I only like the beginnings of most songs anyway. Yeah, actually. That's funny. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Adam. How's it going? I hate the rest of the song. Yeah, that's seriously. Well, I mean, look at the stretch. I mean, that's nuts. Only Dave. Like Crash. Kind of the only reason I like to play it is because it's so hard. Because it's stupid like that. And like compared to what most people play all through the 80s and 90s is this. That's why Dave sounds so much different. That's what everybody's playing. And he's over here. He's barely even playing anything close to it, you know, so that's what makes him stand out. Hey, T. Running errands, right on. That's what's nice about not having a normal job. I can run errands on Mondays. I bought I don't know if there's, I think Adam would know, but I bought a Miles Davis record this morning on eBay, and it's Kind of Blue. It's my favorite. Well, Bitches Brew is great too, but I love Miles Davis Kind of Blue. And it's hard to find a record, and usually when you do, it's 35 to 45 bucks. This one was 14 or 15 free shipping, and it's the blue colored vinyl. So I'm excited to have that in the collection. Try a short scale guitar. Like a kid guitar that has just less frets. Is that what you mean? Short scale. I've been learning this one just because everybody wants me to know it. I liked the Eagles when I was a kid, but it's an alright song. I love the lyrics to that song though. Because I've been saying that for a long time. It's like there doesn't need to be a hell. Most people live in a hell in their own head. So it's just as bad. They don't even know they're putting themselves in hell. God, I love that song. Fender Mustang is a short scale. Okay. I've got my normal Fender Stratocaster. I love it. I still like the acoustic more. I don't know. I think it's all the Dave Matthews of my day, and the acoustic just sounds better to me. I like that wood sound. Yeah. Sure did. He stops by every day, and he go watch The Replace. I was watching some 2003 Bonnaroo the other day, Dave and Trey Anastasio, which I don't like the real clean electric guitar, so I'm not a huge Trey Anastasio fan, but them together was really good. Fish had some good songs. They were fun. I liked the fun songs. There's not enough of those. Yeah, the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin were kind of ingrained in me. Christopher Cross too, but that didn't stick. I was wondering, did I don't know if you voted yet, but did you write in Dave Matthews? I did absentee balloting yesterday, 2 days ago. Freaking busiest I've ever seen it. It's too hard to pick. If the sun refuses to shine, I will still be lonely. Mountains crumble to the sea green. There will still be you and me. Enough guitar for a minute. Vote for yourself. I think I can handle it better than both. I think next year we'll just have a minimum limit. I think it should be a maximum limit. Nobody over 70. I like the Michael Wang. I liked him. And I wasn't really a fan of the universal health care, but after the pandemic, that would have been helpful and more streamlined. But I don't like really politics are stupid to me. I'd rather it's like gambling. People gamble. I'm like, I'd rather gamble on buying stuff at a garage sale and turning it, not gambling on something I'd lose everything, At least with reselling, you just at least get your money back. I don't think I've ever bought anything I didn't get my money back on. I mean, there's a few things I haven't sold, but I guarantee you when I sell them, I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Myra? Thanks for joining, everybody. I thought I'd come on before Tim's live. I love watching their live. I don't even really like NFL anymore, except for the Chiefs. But man, they got me back in because I used to follow it. I used to play, like, I'm the original sports freak of. I did fantasy football so long ago. like you didn't do it on the internet. You sent in your stuff, and they would send back your stats to you through the mail. um, yeah, and I stopped playing it when everybody started playing it about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was just everybody was an expert. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about, and I don't know. The leagues got to be it was just random people. It wasn't as much fun. But it's kind of fun to get back into it, and they've got me back into it because they're so passionate about it, and um, and their show is just fun. Even if you don't like NFL, it's just funny. Just listen to Tim laugh every like 5 minutes is worth it. Um, he's so freaking funny and authentic. He's got an awesome voice. They're really good together. Um, I think they got a thing. I really do. It may not be always just that, but and like their pregame shows are great too. In the last 2 weeks, they do a live while the game's going on, an NFC East team because they love their Giants and Redskins. They're way better than any play-by-play you'll ever watch on TV. I enjoy that. And then plus, Mr. Biselot's gonna be putting stuff up today. I'm expecting rock and roll posters and more cards. I didn't really find anything yesterday that I really wanted. I don't know. It wasn't my stuff that I normally get. Um, here you go, Myra. You can jump in if you want. Uh, but I know there'll be some stuff tomorrow. They had like 300 people in there. I thought that was awesome. It was smart of him to go to auctions for you first to to suck in. I bet he got 300 subscribers yesterday just because he was on there. Um, but I think it's awesome that Mr. Biselot, because another thing of Mr. Biselot, I think that they also need to almost um, market is Mr. Biselot when he sells his stuff, he actually knows what it is, every single bit of it. Like you go to some of these auctions, they're just auction stuff off. It's kind of good they don't know because they don't know what they have sometimes. But um, Brian, he knows exactly what it was. He knows why he bought it. He knows what it's worth, and he's still giving out good prices. So he's got a good thing. I couldn't believe how much stuff he had. I know Tommy and I know everybody said they couldn't believe how big it was, but what the like what I've been doing for the last 2 years, he's been doing for 25 to 30, So I'm like, oh, and he was smarter about it. It's pretty intense, and Stupid internet. Hey, there's someone left. Damn it. Anyway, I think Brian's got a real good thing going, and I think with all the experience that he already has on Facebook, and now he's going to have so many more people watching, and he's going to bring over those Facebook people. I think he's got an awesome thing going, and I mean that's what I've recognized the most of is he is so knowledgeable of what he's got. He knows how to actually promote his own products better, and I noticed he was getting some prices that were pretty awesome, but he was giving away stuff really cheap at cost, and he was getting it cheap, you know. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Yeah, sorry, I died. I don't know. Last couple times went live. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm excited for them because, and I'm excited for our community because I am afraid that you see more lockdowns, and we could have more lockdowns in areas in the United States that some of us won't be able to go source as easy. So being able to source reseller lots, because that would mean most likely those products will go up on eBay. So even if he's giving away deals that aren't that he's making money on, we could probably still make money on no problem kind of deal, I think. I appreciate Jennifer for everything you do for us and being an awesome moderator. He has risen. I am a preacher's son. Well, thanks, Mr. Fish Vlogs. Oh yeah, I remember you. How's it going? I like watching fish and stuff. That's the only reason I liked that Pusa Studios was I like to check out other channels that I hadn't even thought about, like, you know, watching. A hell of a lot better than anything on TV. So um, I probably got a bunch of crappy subscribers I didn't really want, but hey, it's pretty raggedy right now. I'll try it because Incubus is kind of like Dave Matthews. They play all over the board. They're muting all kinds of strings and they're changing really fast. But I'll play it again for sure. I know Brian was getting some money. I had 300 people on there. Well, I think a lot of tease people. I mean, I'm sure you've watched some of their auctions. It's more of a selling one to two things. They're selling to people, not resellers. At least more geared that way. So, um, yeah, I think he was good. You know what I always do in auctions, and I'm sure other people. I wait till closer to the end, and because I know the people that came there with their money, most of them already spent it. So then I wait to get the better deals at the end, just like a regular auction when you go anywhere. But you take a chance on people buying stuff that you might want. But I'm super excited because I want rock and roll posters. I got an STP poster from T in one of our auctions for $20 one day, shipping included, I think. Yeah, and it's a Stone Toe Pilots from like '97. Is the graphics are so awesome. So I'm hoping that I get some chances on some rock and roll posters today. Brian's only problem is he doesn't know completely where they're at because he's got so much crap. I can't even. I bet his workers are happy to get some stuff to walk around a little bit better in there. I love it. I like the previews, just seeing, what he's got. Once I think Tommy needs to sit down with him and get him an intro and a few things because he's got good content. I think he'll do great on YouTube too, and he needs to build up his own auction on his own site, and I know he knows that. But how dare you? The guitarists are both fantastic that way. But you can't put Dave because he's not singing at the same time. And that's what I've said before. People don't understand about Dave is he's playing the hard guitar part, the lead acoustic guitar part with singing at the same time. And another part of that is it doesn't sink in. The stop and goes on the guitar doesn't go the stop and goes on his voice. I don't know how I don't he's a freaking wizard of some sort. I don't think he's real. It's fascinating. I mean, there's a reason why there's some bands you don't see people remaking Dave Matthews songs. You don't see Dave Matthews cover bands. You're not probably ever going to see that, honestly. Hey Zion, I've seen you in Zygon. I've seen you in some auctions. Were you in a tease auction yesterday? You're going to be some awesome stuff again today at noon. Noon, they're running another auction. Brian, Mr. Buys a Lot. Your uncle worked for STP. Oh yeah, you were the one that he fixed their guitars. You blew my mind that day when you talked about all the people he had met. He knows where they are. Trust me. Oh, 140,000. Because I love framing them and putting them in my booths and stuff like that. But STP one I won't. STP was one of my first grunge loves. It was right before Dave. STP and Pearl Jam. I loved. That was when I first started getting drunk. STP and drinking, that went together. Their music sounded like you were drunk. I'm pretty sure I subscribe to you. Do you put out videos, Zygon? I know you buy quite a bit in the. Yeah, you need to check out those auctions. They'll be better than the ones you've been jumping in. I mean, there's more to compete with. There's 300 people, and they're just going to keep building. In your first auction to get 300, because I watch T and them a lot. I never get anything. I just like T. But they never get 300 people. I have never seen 300 people. So I'm sure that it's working out for both of them. It's going to bring some people into T's auctions, and and I wish our community did that more of like really helping each other. For some reason, we're trying to like, if we knew how big YouTube really was, how many communities, we wouldn't like fight inside of the community. We should just be helping each other out to make our community bigger. And that's why I love and I think that's the ones that did it like that are the ones that were successful, Pete, Commonwealth, Matt. I mean, I know that like for me, I just keep trying to put out good videos, get better at eBay, get better at reselling, get better at my antique mall booth. And I know eventually all that'll get better. And, I think all the good ones got a good shout out from someone. And I'll just wait for a good shout out, and because I deserve it. And not because I'm trying to get it or anything, because I don't want to lose new subscribers when they come there and go, oh, it's not that good. But I bring my own little part to the game, and I feel kind of guilty that some of the, I think I made sports cards look a little too easy for some people, and that some people went on it real heavy. And I'm like, kept trying to tell people that this is like when the market goes to, if it went to 32 right now, you don't go buy, if the Dow's at 26, goes to 32, you don't go buy when it's 32. You should have bought when it's 26, and then you didn't. And now you need to sell when it's 32, and a lot of guys were buying. And I kept trying to tell them, like, if Zion is worth more than LeBron and Jordan cards, like something's wrong. That's not right. And so if you have them, it's good you have them, but sell them right now. The guy he played one year and he got hurt, like never even played. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. So I knew it was overinflated. But come to find out, I started realizing why the card market was so overinflated. Of course, it was Gary V talking about that's what he was going to invest in. It was a perfect storm. Gary V, shutdown happened. When that shutdown happened, they killed, was it college basketball? They didn't have their playoffs, and no baseball started, basketball ended, NBA ended, and so all the gamblers had no money to spend on. They had all this money, and they normally just normal gambling. They had nowhere to put it. There was nothing to gamble on, so they all gambled on sports cards, and so it was the perfect storm. And you wouldn't believe, like, I had probably 35 cards that were worth 150 or more. All but one of them were gone in a matter of like a month and a half or 2 months, especially right when we got that stimulus package. When we got that stimulus package, everything I had in there was gone. And so you knew it was going to because like, okay, like that Mosaic, Mosaic basketball, they made such a big deal about it. It doesn't make any sense. The year before, you could buy that Mosaic basketball for almost next to nothing. And with basketball, like Panini makes 20 different versions. Mosaic's just one of the 20. It's not even a high version, and it was going so expensive. It was like toilet paper. Honestly, it was kind of the same thing. It just happened to come out right when you could make it scarce. And I just wish some people didn't go full tilt into all that stuff. I felt bad that every day I'm hustling in Pittsburgh, they just started investing in it. And I'm like, make sure you're selling that stuff. I think they sold some of it, but if you're buying raw and then you grade them and they end up being 9.5 or 10s, that's the way to do it. But that's still risky and chancy. And heck, I'm never going to invest in NBA or football. F that. Those are the guys that slap their wives. How's it going, Harry? Auctions. Auctions. The garage sales are pretty much done. Yeah, Tracy. Seriously. And there's some people I've seen on auctions that do these auctions in the middle of the day too, in a weekday. I mean, how many people are going to even be there? And they're selling like one thing at a time, and they sell on eBay. They have like 2,000 listings. They've had it on eBay and it didn't sell, and they're trying to get what they didn't get out of it. And then, I've bought some stuff from these people, and then they'll charge you shipping that, we're resellers. You're charging me $6 for shipping? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. You wonder, it's no wonder why some of those auctions don't last long. Because you got to get people deals in auctions. We're resellers. We buy stuff for 30%. Otherwise, there's no reason for us to invest our money in it, right? That's why I love Westside Gary and Tom Cruise. They're giving deals. Like that. I don't know if you saw Westside Gary's that remote control car he had. It went for like $200, but I bet that thing was worth $400 because he had a bunch of add-ons and stuff like that. And it was like something he actually loved because he had all these add-ons and stuff. So they're putting out good stuff. And yeah, Brian's he's gonna start ruling because a lot of these people are the storage guys who are selling. They're just trying to get rid of it. They've already got it at home. They don't want to take it to Goodwill, and they're trying to sell it in big bulk of crap. And Storage Auction Pirate is the only one that I find that has good stuff. Like this. I got this from Storage Auction Pirate. And it's so unique. I don't even know what to say, honestly, because it's Eddie Matthews. These are all 500 home run club guys. And I think when this ball was signed, these were the only ones that had 500 or more that were still alive. Because Babe Ruth was gone. That's it. Because it's Eddie Matthews, played for the Braves. He had like 520 home runs right there. Mike Schmidt, and he had 500 home runs for the Phillies. Ernie Banks, 500 home runs with the Chicago Cubs. Hank Aaron, 744 home runs. No. Yes. 744. Is that right? Or 755. And Willie Mays, 660 home runs. And it's got the COA in there. And I've checked the autos. I got that for $310. But I collect Hall of Famers. And so I'm pretty excited about having that. Willie Mays. God, that guy. He hit in a park that had a center field that he almost couldn't even hit a home run out of. He had to hit it to left field or right field to even hit a home run. He had 660. It's crazy. And he was an amazing center fielder. If anybody wants to jump in, go ahead. Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon is exploding. And that's one thing I got when I first started buying some auctions, it was Guapo and Chapo Storage Legends. And they would always put up Pokemon lots. And at the time, I knew they were worth money, and I could bulk them up and put them in my booths. And they sell just put a stack of them and sell them for $20, and they sell. And I was getting auctions of like 1,000 cards for $20-25. And if not, I was going to give them to my nephews. My nephews love it. But in the meantime, I've just kind of collected back on them, those in Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I guess Pokemon is exploding. And I have some Charizard cards, and I have some good cards to even grade. And so it's pretty exciting that Pokemon's exploding. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Some famous person, same thing with Gary Vee, said he was going to start collecting them and this and that, and boom, boom, boom. And the cool thing about Pokemon is, kind of like Harry knows, is from his son does Pokemon, that when you grade them 10, it's not, people want the 10, they're going to pay basically double the price for a 10 over a 9. But collectors collect a 10, a 9, 8, and a 7. Some of them, they want one of each. I don't understand why, but they do. And so if you do grade them and they, you think, oh, it only got an 8. Well, there's someone out there that wants it. And it's usually still worth more money because it's, encased. Yeah, I like shirts and stuff, and like when you're selling clothes and you got 20 people in the chat, when you got one size out of 20 sizes, how likely are you going to find someone that even wants that? I'm like, it's like Brian yesterday was selling 3 pairs of 13 shoes. They were all similar kind of pairs. So if you needed one, you could buy one, wear one, sell 2, pay for the whole lot, and make some money. And that's what I like, reseller lots, like Westside Gary. And the only other way I like it is Tim's. Tim's, where he doesn't get any credit in our community. Honestly, I should be on there trying to buy everything I can buy from Tim, because he's giving out a stupid rates. And anybody that's ever bought anything from him, you wouldn't believe, like, this little thing he had in a box like this big. I could have thrown it against the wall and it wouldn't have done a damn thing. And so he's giving out great deals, and that's what I want. Hey,
what's up? This is I'm trying to do the best Krillin I can. Hold on, let me see what's going on here.
Maybe it's me.
Nah, it's me.
Oh, I had mine on mute. Sorry. What'd you say?
Am I good?
Yeah, it was my fault.
I'm doing it from my phone, so I might have to.
It looks fine.
Really? Sounds okay. I'm just trying to scare people this morning. I got my that Darth Vader dude that runs him, the evil Empire guy.
What's his name? Senator Papa, whatever his name is.
Come to the Force. What's going on?
No, not much. I was just coming on before Tim's live. I just wanted to shoot the shit with the resellers to kind of see if you wanted to come on too. I was glad you came in. I didn't really go I didn't go to garage sales yesterday. They had like 11 in town. That's like, it's usually like 65 on a slow weekend. So I didn't even go out. Doesn't even seem worth my time.
Nah, there wasn't. I went to 2. There was nothing there. I had day Friday. I don't need to go again.
Yeah.
Something I found that's pretty much.
You've just killed it this year. You don't have any more room.
No, I just stuck a bunch of stuff on the internet last night to sell.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm just onesie twosies. I'm not pros like you guys. I just try to
just 1 or 2 a day is about all you need.
I'm pretending. That's what I'm doing. So,
well, you're doing what I used to do. I sold the stuff that my extra stuff that I already collected, and then so I can use it to buy new stuff and new reseller lots. I mean, that's why I sold stuff at the beginning. But then I wanted to make it kind of more of a business, so that's why I've scaled it up.
Yeah, I use my boy that Pokemon crap he was talking about. That's why I come in. He just sold one of them damn cards for $260.
What was it?
I don't know.
The
Salazar or whatever the hell that one, whatever that name is, but
Charizard.
Yeah, he's having a fun, so it keeps him. I don't know what it keeps him doing something. So,
yep.
I'm if he's gets a little bit, I'm about ready to just unload my baseball cards on him and say, here, sell those, try, see what happens. I just want to get them off the shelf.
Yep.
We'll see.
Unless they're really sharp cards where you can grade them. Otherwise, yeah, just sell them on the internet, sell them on eBay. They're so hot right now, you might as well.
I probably got I got those days with the days justice from Ken Griffey, all those ones. So who knows?
Yeah.
That's even before they remember some of the cards used to have a piece of the uniform on it, and you could get it.
Oh yeah.
And sign. I never had. I got some. Who knows what I have?
Yeah, I have some good cards like that, and I sold a lot of them. I had that Mahomes autograph card, and it had the Nike swoosh from the jersey inside of it too. Really? Thought that was kind of neat.
And what's that for?
That was 2000. It was 2 of 2. It was 2 of 2 because there's 2 Nike symbols, I think, on the jersey. So, yeah, it was one of those where it was right when the pandemic was kind of hitting. So I was like, I want to get rid of all this stuff I can. And who knew that if I would have waited a month and a half, if I would have went for 3,000. But I thought the last thing people were going to do is start investing in sports card when they had a pandemic, you know?
Yeah.
I still made.
Nobody having to do anything, but everybody was having banner selling seasons. So who knows?
Yeah. I bought that card for $600, if I remember right. It was a buy it now. That's what I do a lot. If there's a card I really want or a player that I really want, I just push their name and put newly listed, and just kind of snipe. And because people like me and you know, we used to not, until we did this community, we didn't comp the price as much. And a lot of people do that too. And so they'll put it in for a terrible price. And I just go in and pop, grab them real quick. And that's what I did with that one. Harry's gone. 2021 is anniversary year for Pokemon.
Bounce out. There I am. Ooh.
There you are.
Am I still in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
There I am. Is that me?
What's 2021? Is it 25 year?
For Christ's sakes.
Is it 35 year?
What happened?
I can see you. Yeah, Tim does it right. Yeah,
man, this is
really good.
Mad Jacks.
Really good ones.
I got muted somehow.
I can hear
me.
Yep.
They can. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the phone. I'm getting wacky, you know. Hold on, man. I'm gonna have to go out and erase everything and come back in. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I can't hear anything because I'm a stooge and I touched something and I can't figure it out. So
That's fine.
Give me 2 and 2.
Sounds good.
Hold on. Why is this doing? Oh, here.
I got this Wedgwood from T Hemlock Lady. I wanted to sell it, but I got it. And man, I didn't realize how good these things are. Awesome. That design I thought was really cool, and it's just made so well. Wedgwood, made in England, 1976, my birth year. I thought it was neat. See if I can choke this Incubus real quick.
Sure.
There.
Sorry about that.
Back.
Now, I don't know what this. I upgraded the phone yesterday, and it's stinking.
Oh, what'd you get?
No, I just did upgrade. The patch. I patch.
Gotcha.
What am I going to sing?
Incubus. Actually, that wasn't bad.
I'm not quite. I don't know. I forget the lyrics to that one.
Yeah, that's a 90s song.
Think I've heard it.
Yeah, it was one of their first hits.
Did they sing that? What I forget what that's. It's been a while since I've been something. I forget that song. It's been a while.
Oh, same era.
Okay.
A lot of the same kind of chords. Yeah.
Yeah, there seems like 4 or 5 of them that sounded the same back then.
That guy, I remember thinking, I can sing as good as this guy. Good Lord. I forget his name.
Yeah, but you got to be able to write the stuff. My birth year as well. There you go. What's that?
Old man. I just turned 44.
Oh my Lord, that's my wife turned 47 today. So I get 10 years, and then a couple months I go 58. So I go back to want some candy, little girl. So
oh, that's funny.
I'm terrible.
Well, I'd say you won the lottery. That's what every guy is looking for. That 10-year younger girl.
Wife, yeah. Well, it's very lucky. So
yeah,
still digs me. So
what do you call her, sweetie?
Sweetie.
Sweetie, that's what it is.
Everybody's got different names in this house. Hey, knock it off.
Luna. Luna's always right around you, isn't she?
She's looking out the window. Anybody that's walking by, she'd bark at them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My dog always tries to chase squirrels.
That's
like, you don't want a squirrel. It'll tear you up, huh?
She'll rip you're like walking, and all of a sudden your arm gets ripped out of socket because
seriously,
alongside you there's a damn squirrel. My wife, she gets pissed. Just squirrel. I said, you know what? I don't know what to tell you.
I was running the other day, and there's a creek that I go to. It's Wilson's Creek, where the Wilson Creek battlefield was for the Civil War. And I always kind of stand up on some rocks and let them swim so I can get out a little farther and let them, because of the reach. And Cora got done and started galloping, like, because she was in the water. She's like pushed herself up. And when she hit out of the water, she just took off. And I had my arm like this, and she went across me, and it pulled me off that rock. And I went head first into the rocks and water, and just the only thing that hurt was this, though, surprisingly.
That was a video moment. The one
it was. I remember I almost had my GoPro and almost put it on, and I was like, I don't want to. I was like, I would have been perfect. But if she ripped my shoulder, I think she popped out of socket. So I'm gonna have to go to my massage girl and get it back in, because it's just pop went
Yep.
across me.
That crap hurts, man, because you're not expecting it.
Yep.
They get you off balance. There you go. You're down. At least you're in shape. My fat ass goes down. I'm down for the count.
Yeah. Few months each year. Yeah, my mom's like that. My mom's like 2 months older than my dad, so he gives her crap for about 2 months every year.
Yeah, I can't.
My mom's a cougar.
Oh yeah.
My dad looks like Tom Selleck. He's got like full head of hair. He looks younger than me. I don't know how. I'm like, what? Thanks a lot, Dad. He actually complained to me one day about his receding hairline. I'm like, I look behind me. I was like, are you talking to me? I'm your son. You want me to feel sorry for your receding hairline? You're 65. He goes, well, you know I'm vain.
Listen to them old songs anymore. I have to turn them off each time. The old Stones, Drag It Is Getting Old. That's me.
Yeah.
When I'm 64, that's tomorrow. So, I mean, it goes so quick anymore. It's
Yep.
Thanksgiving in a couple weeks.
I know, it's flying by. I remember my mom and dad this last year got their 65, and they're super happy because of Social Security. Taking care of their, they don't have to pay their, what do you call it? They're on Medicare now, so they don't have to pay their insurance. It's like getting a bonus, and not having to pay that insurance. I'm like,
well, good.
Because they're paying like $1,400 a month or whatever between them. TikTok with lobster. That's funny. I saw some lobster TikToks. They're really hilarious. He's got that weird sense of humor.
Oh, he's got imagination on him, that's for sure.
So it works good with TikTok. Some of the ones I've seen, it's funny.
Well, don't they disappear after a day, or do they stay on?
I think they could. No, I think that's Snapchat. What you're thinking of? No, they keep going, but a lot of times they run the real popular ones, the trendy ones. But I couldn't hardly watch that stuff because if you try to go on there, it's just like the same 7 girls dancing to the same song. It was the weirdest. I didn't get anything out of it. It was strange. I guess if you want to look at girls in yoga pants that are young, I think that's pretty much the reason TikTok is doing well. I guess I don't know. Wasn't my thing.
They can do it. I'm not going to troll for yoga pants. So it's crazy, but I'm not going to do the TikTok. I don't think I'll keep that for lobster.
Yeah.
What's the other one? I have a Twitch account, but I think I did that maybe twice. Maybe I'll add a little bit more. We'll see.
I need to mess around with that more, just because the music side of it, and to see if there's any sports card guys on there. Why not? Like Tommy's kind of mess with it. He understands a lot more about it.
Yeah, I think they're popular on there, so they'll do better. They're younger too. I don't think they want to look at 58-year-old men on there. What's the old guy?
I had a cowlick too, so I never had a good hairline. Just so you know.
I have plenty of that. That's just I choose to. It's just that missing thing, so I just shave it off. Or I heard if the mullet comes back, I'm growing it back. So
I never mind. I mean, I never really minded it. I mean, it was only that first 6 months of being bald that was kind of bad, and then after that, you're like, whatever.
It used to be a big thing, but then Michael Jordan shaved his head, and all of America did after that. The guys with the rugs, all of a sudden, they took them off.
That's true.
And,
I remember when I first started shaving my head, though. I was a bartender and a server. People looked at me like I was a skinhead white supremacist.
Yeah,
they did. They would look at me like, kind of give me that look, and I'm like, I'm just bald. I don't know, because it was me and Bruce Willis, and no one shaved their head. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's a good backdrop.
That's the grand showcase.
Those two new ones look perfect right there.
You have no idea what that one. That's pretty much shook up the insulator world. We'll keep it at that. It's
yeah. You said it had good stuff inside of it too, right?
Like, this is some of that. I'm getting a security system. There's Matchbox.
I don't blame you.
Army men, they're no big deal. than insulators and Hot Wheels. That's cool. That's a German radio, and it plays.
That's cool.
I like the phone. So it's all. This is all. I wish I had this whole stinking room, but I don't. She won't give it to me. I do here and just do everything from here, and they can have the stinking basement. Put 2 doors on this and just close it, and this would be everything. Get out! I don't want any of them in here either. So there's an old dude on there. There you go. So, well, I've got talent for. I did good. I can say honestly that I hit very successful this year at yard sailing.
You can sing, can't you?
Sing? Who, me? No, I can. No, so I'm not. Maybe like in a church choir or something, but not a. I can't do that anymore. You ever get sunburn on the top? I have once, so I wear hats. I
used to get my head sunburned, but after a while, it's just tan.
Yeah.
So it didn't really. Now that I've gotten older, I don't try not to get it because it's just gonna get skin cancer on me.
Spots will sneak up on you, and then you're gonna go. So you don't want that. I see a lot of people that are getting their sick. They start showing up on them, and then all of a sudden they got skin cancer, and so I'd cover up. I mean, it's not worth it.
Yep. When I was a kid, I wouldn't think about it. And I'd play golf all day and burn the hell out of my. It was just my head was so dark. I mean, I looked like I was Middle Eastern or something, and but now it's like I don't even understand why. Why did I want to do that? It doesn't even make sense. But
just that.
Yeah, I looked up one time why people retire from mowing, and it was always skin cancer and bad backs. And
I don't either.
I got one of those mowers where you stand up on, and you're not standing behind it; you're standing up on top of it. They're the new ones, and they're so much better because if you sit on those sit down ones, it just beats you up all day long. And people are like, oh, because people ask me all the time, like, why don't you have one of those you sit down in? And I'm like, I had one. It just kills you, especially once you get a bad back. Then all you're doing is just pop, pop, all day long, because no one has a smooth yard, you know. And here we have rocks and stuff. We don't have it's bad.
Do you have a 0 turn?
Mm-hmm.
That's going like 20.
Yeah, it's about a $12,000 mower.
Let's see, I got my.
Oh, it'll go. I think it goes about 12 mile an hour. Mowing, I can mow 12 mile an hour.
They mow lawns in like 15 seconds. Then they get out the weed whacker and start whacking real quickly because they dig that tree side.
It takes longer to weed eat and blow it off.
Yeah, and then they put on the Ghostbusters special and blow, and then they're out, man. They're for even an hour. So, and that's $50 a pop.
I love those. That backpack blower is awesome.
Yeah, they've got them. I always call them the Ghostbusters. So, yeah, so
it'd be it'd be a good Halloween costume. Use that to.
Oh yeah, I'm a landscaper.
Oh, you're cutting out.
What I'm cutting out?
What's my mower? It may be me, but I have a Hustler mower. It's made in America, made in Kansas, so I can get all the parts from there. So I love that fact because all the John Deere's made in freaking China now. It's not even made in Japan, so I don't want any of that crap. So I get and it's got a great warranty. It's like 3.5 years. Anything goes wrong with it, brand new, and I don't have to wait on the parts. So I love that. They're yellow. If you ever see them out there.
Lowe's and Home Depot.
But yeah, $12,000 mower.
Well,
yeah, they had them at Home Depot. They started carrying them.
Well, we got Troy built and another one. Everything's China here, so they kind of put everybody out of business when they come into town.
Yeah.
Those Lowe's and the other one, Home
Yeah.
Depot, and they're back to back. So competition against each other.
Well, and like, yep. And then like the John Deere, if you get the good ones made in Japan or mostly made in America, they're like 14 grand for them. So you're paying your butt off for them. But if you get the Chinese version, it's 8 to 10, but they're just made terrible.
But that's going to be for your back there. Everything's going to shake off bolts, and it's all junk. Chinese is nothing but junk.
Yep.
I try to. You can't. I guess you can't avoid it, but I try my best. So
I'm hoping that we get back to that. I mean, honestly, the biggest one, if you think about it, is cell phones.
Where are they at?
That's a lot of money that we'd be making if we manufactured them. They're all made in Korea and China, and so we're missing out a lot of money.
Are the iPhones made in? I never even paid attention where they're made.
I'm pretty sure they're made in China.
I'll have to.
And then I know that Samsung's made in South Korea.
Yeah, that's junk.
I know Samsung's South Korea.
I had the.
So I just wish that's such a big market for us not to have anything of it made here. It doesn't make sense. Especially as dependent as we are on it. If we get in a fight with them, then what are we going to do? We can't get our cell phones. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Teenagers will get mad. Now the whole world will. You imagine taking your cell phone away from? Can you do it? Can anybody in this chat? I can't see the chat. But anybody go a week?
Yeah, no kidding. Well,
you could.
Well, even me, I mean, I can't because I'm so with my business. It's so necessary now, and
it's part of you.
I don't know. We're all cyborgs.
Yep.
It's like my dad. He got hearing aids. He got hearing aids the other day. They're expensive, but he was basically saying how it's like artificial intelligence inside of the hearing aids, and because it modifies the sound to who you are and what you want it to sound like, so you can adjust it and all these different things. He's got an app on his phone that does all these different things. It even like makes it where you can hear better when they got a mask on. So it's like, you're a cyborg, Dad. You're not even a human anymore.
I'm stealing bacon before these creepy kids come up the stairs and eat it all.
I was actually going to guess that. Stealing the bacon. I do miss bacon.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. The dog wants it too. Scram. You're not getting any. So. Well, I know it was
MTD there. Makes most of their mowers now. Who's MTD?
Yeah,
I don't know who MTD is. I'm sorry. Skag, they're a good company. They have that would be the mower I'd buy if I didn't buy a Hustler, but I'm pretty sure it's not made in US. I think, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's made completely in the US, but I'm pretty sure most of it's made in USA, the Hustler. So
Tommy looks in his new picture there. He looks like a football coach or something. Very professional. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't he?
True.
He's got that
I probably need to change my I haven't had. Say what?
Oh, really? Really? See what I got to put up with? All right.
Yeah. I did the same thing, Myra. I right when the pandemic hit, I kind of just stopped putting out so many videos because I just put more energy into like surviving, and I stopped growing. It was almost like they took me out of the algorithm for a while. I was like, all right, he's not doing it, and um, I don't know. So I think that once you got it going good, you don't want to change anything because it can really mess it up. I think that's what it did for me. But I'm not trying to. I'm kind of like you. I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers because it's a goal. I'm not worried about. I doubt I'll make much money, but
Yeah, you don't make any
might as
money.
well do it since I put in the work. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be stressed about it. How some of these people get out here and like, I lost 4 subscribers. I'm like, whatever. I'm not. I'm not going to stress about that
people know
because
who
I mean,
so.
yeah. I see some people like stress about subscribers, but they're not really putting out videos. So I'm like, you're not really putting out videos, so I don't understand. But it's kind of what we were talking about earlier, like those auctions where they're selling like one item. Like, why? Why are you selling one item? Who wants to buy that?
There's
Like,
someone there that I paid attention. One woman just selling like knickknacks. She's got 200 people in her auctions, and she sells them. So, but Mr. like Tracy was saying, Mr. Buys a lot yesterday. His auction was like, holy smokes, man! And
yeah.
I think he was like going, "This is cool." In his head,
And
he's all right. I got
because
300.
he's thinking about how much you can get rid of. Well,
Yeah.
that's another thing I liked about that auction too. Another thing that I think was very important that other people probably didn't notice was the auction was moving fast. The stuff was getting bid on fast, and he was ending it fast. When I go to some auctions, they try to get every single penny out of it, and they'll sit there on a $25 thing trying to get 30 out of it, and they will sit there and go instead of just ending it and go to the next thing. And so I think as someone watching auctions, you want to just go. You don't want to sit there and watch one item that you don't want to bid on go for longer just to get an extra $5. That's another thing I really liked about it. I think they went 6 hours or 7 hours, but they did like 60 lots. I never see people doing that.
Yeah,
So he knows what he's doing.
good in the winter. He's going to be good in the winter when yard sales are dead and stuff. Then even if I get too bored, I might have to
It's
hop
a
in there
perfect time.
and buy a movie. I like some of those movie
Yeah.
posters they pick up. A couple of those would look cool in the house. If it's something bizarre like a space
Me too.
puppet, attack blonde hair women, cool like that. Nobody else has got
Yeah.
it, and then people go, "I've never seen that movie before." What do you mean you haven't seen it? So whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today. He's going to have rock and roll posters.
Oh,
So
he's
I'm, I love the music, obviously. Yeah, he's going to be on his channel today.
YouTube or on,
So maybe he won't have as many people.
he'll
He's going at noon.
noon. I'll check him out.
It's a perfect thing too it's a perfect thing while watching football. I don't want to listen to any of those jackasses talk on football, so I can watch some YouTube and have it in the background. Watch my Chiefs destroy the Jets. Jets are one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even watch it. I haven't
It's
watched
sad.
it here. So the Nick Fox make me.
Yeah.
Here you go. I got this little birdie, $4.95, $4.95. They
Seriously.
people buy it. So what the hell? If it makes them happy,
I guess, yeah, I think they just want to buy it because they just want to say they bought something from them. I guess I don't know.
The blue guru, and yeah, I'm going to go on that auction see what the blue guru's selling today. So I'll give up $10 for the guy.
Myra's bid $10.
There you go.
I got this from Tim over the years.
Myra,
That's what we were talking about earlier. If you're not going to have reseller lots, you better have really good items for a good price, and that's what Tim has.
Myra, that's Milan. I know she digs the cobalt blue. I'll send her down something again soon. Something will come at you, Myra. Yeah,
Myra, how much do you think Tim sold this to me for on his auction? How much do you think I paid for that?
15.
Nice. That's a cool piece.
We got 15, 9, 5, 15 sold. So No, that's just stuff that's ready to go eBay. I'm even getting ready to put an axe on. So sports cards.
I
Get
figured that, Tommy. I figured Brian would, because I saw his preview and I didn't see a lot of that stuff that I wanted on his preview yesterday. So I figured he's gonna sell today.
is it
Yeah,
you?
Myra, how much you think I paid Tim? Yeah, it's YouTube auction.
Okay.
It's just gonna be on his channel instead of T's today.
Oh, is that where he was yesterday? Was on that the woman with the
Auctions for
glasses?
you.
That too.
Yeah,
Okay.
auctions for you. Yeah.
Mark and
Yeah, I like
Tail.
auctions for you. I love T, but I'm Donatello. I'm not a. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of her, but I really like T.
Yeah, she's nice. I don't know the other one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's always talking about how everything's so bad or
I for,
whatever. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm good to go. I've had a good year, so hopefully things are going to pick up. So they got to, or
Yeah,
we're
you
all
have. It's been
right.
fun to watch.
All right, dude. I'm going to step out and eat something. That bacon's calling. I want something to clog the arteries. So
Yeah, I don't
I'll
blame you.
I'll catch you on the next. So
Well, thanks for jumping in.
what's that?
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
All right,
I appreciate
later.
you.
I'll talk to everybody later on. So
Later.
peace. Later.
Sounds good. I'll see you in the chats. Yeah, I paid $7 for that, Myra. And I think it was like $5 shipping. So $12. And I bet I can get maybe not 19 at my booth. So I could still make some money on it, even if, but I'm gonna keep it because it's actually more green than it looks on the camera there. I actually wish it was more blue, but it's a pretty cool piece. Yeah, I like Tim's. Buy it now. Makes it go quicker too. You can get more lots that way. But he's selling stuff. It's so cheap. He's created a lot of work for himself. I don't know how he does it because they go live like 4 times a week for that football channel. That's tough. I don't know how they do it. Josie probably gets so sick of that. Like, good God, Tim, stop working. Um, he said watched a video the other day about how to maximize your space and how to organize and stuff. So he's been super excited about getting a better workspace, which I need to watch that video because my workspace is terrible. I totally agree. I was thinking that last night because they work so good together. So good together. And I like how T sticks to way this is how our auctions run. Like when there was that one time where people passed it and someone came in after the passes and said, "Hey, I want it for 25." And T's like, "No, we passed." And you got to stick to what you're going to do and it makes them stay around and maybe I won't wait too long. You bid long and it's wrong. Um, so I agree. And because when I'm watching T, most of the time they're geared up for jewelry and for women. So I don't. Every once in a while, I'll see like I bought some records from him one time because there were a bunch of good records for like $25 shipped. So heck yeah, I think it was 20 records. There was like 5 of them that I wanted that I'm gonna keep. Um, I think I've bought some games once, but they don't usually have that kind of stuff. So it's just not my. But I like T. I like actually hearing her voice. She's a super sweet. When I first started YouTube, she was going to send me a bunch of NBA cards just to give them to me because she knew I did cards. I wish she would have done it. She forgot. I mean, she contacted me back and forth for a little bit, and then I forgot to contact her back, and so she's just a sweet person. Yeah, that's what she was. I noticed that's what she was saying. Um, I didn't know. Did Chernow? Did he get any hats. I was kind of listening at that point. I wasn't watching. What I was noticing, I didn't really like the hats that he had. They were vintage, but I like going a little different. So I was assuming that he didn't like them either, because I like the big prints and the stupid things on them, not the police and stuff like that. Not that I don't like the police, but hi again. Hey Tim, how's it going, brother? All right. Do you buy any from Brian? I know you bought those old vintage clothes, but I want those rock and roll posters because I can frame those and put them up in my booths. They'll go for good money. You know what I've learned too about especially like booths. People pay more money in my booths because they can pick it up and feel it and know if they want it, and they can take it home today. But if you tell a good story, that's how you sell it. You got to tell a good story, and that's what Brian does in his auctions. That was obviously different. Was he knows his products? He's not just selling stuff he knows is worth money. He sells it, and he knows exactly what it is, so he's going to get more money for it. And then it's easier for us to sell when we know the story. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, you could see a big thing happening with this, especially with hitting in the winter and not knowing who and what states will be. Here in Missouri, we're getting it pretty bad. Our hospitals are full. My friend's a nurse, and the nurses are running ragged right now. They can't. There's no going home. Some of them are sick, and so there's just working their butts off. I mean, there a lot of people are surviving, but it's really making it tough on. Anyway, oh, what did you say up here? You pay postage too. It's a cool piece. I know. I like it. I like how the I like how the color changes there. For some reason. And that hobnob dragon scales is what I always think of. Lizard scales. We're so blessed to have someone like Tim to open me up to so much class that I would never even just would have saw and go, I don't want to study. He studied it for us. It's so nuts. Yeah, I know. Sucks. His posters are almost too good. I've tried one time. He had some Pantera posters. At the time, I just didn't have enough money. I think they went for like $50, but I bet they go for 250 online because Pantera's they have like a cult following more than like Kiss, and they have rare posters are really rare for them. Thank you, appreciate it, Jennifer. Right on. Smart. Help each other out. I just saw the other day that we have an Amazon like return place in town, and they make their own bins, which it's like I don't think the bins be worth it. It's like $6 an item on Saturday, Sunday. Looks like $20 items maybe. I mean, there might be some deals in there, but I'm sure they're comping them. But you can buy pallets from them and stuff. So I'm like, And they can buy mystery boxes of electronics for $250, and there's 50 items in there. So you could probably make money on it. $5 an item, probably getting 10. I don't know, but I might try it just to try it. Hey, what's up, Jesse? How you doing? Blue opalescent. It's good to know. I like that's another thing. You got to know the story. You got to know the right keywords. That's like Tommy was or Harry was saying. He can't ever sell the stuff the way Tim does. I'm like, because Tim knows how to exactly describe it to get everybody that's possibly looking for it to find it. He's he just knows what he's doing with the listings. That just takes time. You make good money out of those bins. Yeah, I just found this place just yesterday, and So I'm gonna go back and look, and might as well try. I got room. I can take a pallet on my trailer, but it seemed like kind of high prices. I don't know if I want to sort through all that crap like Harry Tornado does. I don't want to have garage sales trying to get rid of it. I've already got a lot of stuff in my booth. I don't want to. I don't know if I want to go down that route, Allie. He goes to the bins, the Amazon outlet bins. Interesting. Amazon return. I'll have to try it just to see. Might be a good video for other people to see. I went to one time that was kind of like that. It was a rinky dink one, and they were just trying to sell trash for good money. I'm like, I don't. It's kind of Goodwill has changed so much in the last year and a half. When I first started, that I rarely go there. Only look to see if they make some mistakes when they have some Wii bundles and stuff, and they'll have some awesome remotes in there. They don't know worth anything. Other than that, for $2, because I can sell my booths for $8 to $10, and they go kind of quick in my booth. Because no one wants to pay $8 to $10 for a hat on eBay and then pay $6 for shipping. So people just tend not to do it, But in the booth, hey, $5, $8. I've never been to a real Goodwill bin. We just have that 2 outlet stores. Everything's more pricey in Austin, isn't it? Everybody's moving to Austin. It's a big town. It's real close. It's kind of like I was looking at it. It's in the top 20 populations now too. It's kind of crazy. They've grown so much in the last 10, 15 years. That's probably true. Probably because they were going through some stuff, and I saw some stuff that was probably $30 still in box. But you know how Amazon returns are. You can get freaking, the dumbest shit in a return. It's a good idea, Jesse. Tim is going live here with Authentic and the Beard here in about 20 minutes. You guys ought to check him out. Just say hi to him and help the algorithm for him. They're fun. I mean, if you don't like football, they're fun. It's fun to watch Tim scream about the Redskins being so bad. I was a Chiefs fan forever. I've been a Chiefs fan forever, so I know the feeling of always sucking and seeing glimpses of hope. So you think, hey, we might be able to win some games. No. Until we got Mahomes, it was pretty awful. Goodwill pallets with Tesla Bakers, Amazon bins. Yeah. Yeah, they have both. They have the place I have is Amazon has Amazon bins, and then they have mystery boxes, and then they have pallets you can buy. They have all three. But yeah, I was probably confusing that. But yeah, he does Goodwill pallets or something. I think he was doing that for just the YouTube, because he did a couple of them and it made his YouTube channel go good. I think Harry Tornado likes to do reselling, but I think he likes YouTube a lot more than reselling. But it shows. I mean, he's making, what was it, in July or something? One thing I do like about Harry Tornado and like Rally Roots is they're transparent and they say how much they're making. He's like, I think he said he made $7,000 in July off YouTube and affiliate links. I'm like, good God, $7,000. And then now I see why Cincinnati Picker I think one day he said he only had like 300 listings on eBay. I'm like, Cincinnati Picker only has 300. I'm like, he doesn't really need to. He could probably just go buy stuff and never sell it and make more money, not having to waste the time selling it. Because I remember one day he had like 2 or 3 storage units like real close to each other, they're full of stuff. And but he hadn't had that many listings, but he might also just sell so fast. That's why. Yeah, Austin's gotten crazy. Yeah, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas are getting a lot of people from the West Coast coming here, and they're buying sight unseen because you can still buy 6 acres and a nice house and pay $500,000 for it here, and people can't believe it. So they come here and they just buy it, just a couple pictures. So it's going to cause everything to go up. And plus, they just passed medical marijuana a year ago, and now they've got dispensaries. So bring on the West Coast, right? I was hoping no one would ever find out how awesome Missouri was, because all the rivers and clean rivers and lakes and hiking, and I just love it here. Yeah, Harry's a YouTuber, not a reseller. Yeah. Well, yeah. He shows people how they fail at sourcing because he's so good at finding those antiques. Um, but he's becoming a good reseller. Um, and like he's how I first started. It's just reselling to you know, pay for more of my collectibles that I want. You know, start noticing other things are worth something. I'm like, I'll buy it because I know it's worth something, and then I'll buy what I want with it. Yeah, I bought a mystery box one time from because it's been a while and I didn't know Pat D's. I bought a reseller box from him and I got it and I was just like, ugh. There was like two Dollar Tree super glues. I mean, there was two things that were good in there. One of them was what's it called? What's her name? Pioneer Woman. It was one of her knives, and they were painted, and they were still new in the box. I set them higher, but they usually only went for 20. I think I got 25 out of them, and I just happened he had a electric thermometer in there, and I had it just sitting around. So whenever the pandemic hit, I sold that thing for $20, but otherwise that thing was going for 4 or 5. And so I basically would have, after fees and everything, I would have, with that box, just made my money back for what he sold it to before. Um, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that one again, because there was like some VHS in there. I'm like, VHS, like, ugh. But yeah, you live and you learn, whatever. Yeah. Of course we can, Jennifer. How's your hand doing, or your wrist doing? Pat D seems like a nice guy. He's just emotional, I think, is the word. It's like NASCAR man too. He came on and was doing something about how he's never doing auctions again, and then like a week later he's doing auctions every day. I'm like, if I was not going to do auctions again, I'd just probably never tell anybody. I just wouldn't do them. I wouldn't tell people I wasn't going to do them. Kind of like Ronnie Hart, just F it. I wish Heartbreaker, I wish he'd put out more freaking videos. He's one of the best ones out there. He probably gets so much stupid people coming at him. I like Pat D's. He's emotional, and so I don't get into the up and down emotional crap. People do feelings. They don't feelings. Ugh. It's like people that say they like, oh, I never can sleep at night. I have a hard time sleeping and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you don't work out. What? You don't work out. If you work out, you can't help it. You will sleep. There's usually an answer to everything. like, like I give my mom, my uncle, my sister crap. They watch that Hallmark movies, Hallmark TV, and all that crap. I'm like, stop watching that shit. It's crap. It's unrealistic. It never happens that way. So you're watching something that's 90% sad, and then there's like this glimpse of 10% happiness at the end. That's unrealistic. Stop watching that crap. You love to be sad. No, it's happy. It's sad. You like to be sad. Stop being sad. It's stupid. Stop. I can't help it. I just think it's and it's the same story over and over again. It's like watching Friends for the 30th time. Pat is a nice guy. He will do a lot of things for people, and that's for sure. What up, Timmy? I just I don't know. Emotions is just like trying to prove to people who you are or something. I don't know. I don't care. People are gonna think of me how they want anyway. I don't really give a crap. I've watched Friends 29 times. But you know what I mean. People watch like the same show over and over again. And like, why? You've already seen it. I don't understand. I had a friend that would do that all the time. Watch like King of Queens, like the 20th time they've seen the same episode. I'm like, why? It was kind of funny the first time. It ain't funny the 20th time. I don't understand. I don't dig on that. It's like Netflix. I like documentaries, but if you're not learning anything, I don't. That's why I love YouTube. That's why I found YouTube is, how to. And if I was a kid, when I was in my early 2000s, here's a good example. I bought this back when Tim Reynolds, Dave Matthews, Abbott Luther College came out. What was it, 2005 or so? What was it? I forget what year. 99. I spent $25. No, $20 on this in 1999. Brand new. It has 12 songs on it. I could read, I think, one song to play because it's like the real sheet music, like in case you need to play it on the piano too. You know what I mean? And it's Tim Reynolds. So, right, you know how that goes. And Dave's already hard enough, and then you add Tim Reynolds to it. And now you can go online, find somebody that will show you how to play all the songs for free. Like the difference is unbelievable. So in 1999, if I would have had YouTube showing me how to play, I can only imagine how much better I'd be right now. But you can't be mad about it because now I just take advantage of it now. And it's just amazing what the internet really can do for you if you have some drive and really feed your passion. Look how young they look, Tommy. Tim actually looks like a human. He looks. I wish Tim would cut that hair. He doesn't look good with that hair anymore. I thought it was later than that too, but it's 1999. God, time flies. Absolutely. I can't miss Home Alone. Oh, come on. But I don't need to hear Rachel and whatever his name, if they're going to be. And that's what I learned too. Why me and my buddy was talking about this the other day. Why was Seinfeld so much better than Friends? And why was Seinfeld so much more long lasting, and how you can still watch it. It's funny. They were smart. They didn't with Jerry, and he made a good point. It's because you're always kind of coming every time there's a new episode. It was almost like you skipped through some time in their timeline, and you're always in the middle of a relationship. But Jerry was in a relationship with some new girl, and it was always a new girl. It was never, almost never this. I don't think it was ever the same girl twice, maybe a few times. And so you never had like this Ross, Rachel getting together, not getting together, and like you think over time they would have known that. Like The Office, people kind of stopped watching when they got the two main characters in a together, and so they just had that. Seinfeld was so smart on not really pigeonhole you into liking someone and not liking someone. It was always something new, and then it seemed like George was always getting broken up with in every episode because he was doing something stupid. So I still to this day I can watch some Seinfeld. I don't watch it, but I can still watch it and laugh still, because it was great writing. Um, yeah, I think South Park and The Simpsons and Family Guy, they kind of ruined TV back then because they could say anything they wanted because it was a cartoon, and other people couldn't, and so they could do so much more with stories. You're at listener supported. Wow, that it's still. I mean, I've got it in my CD player right now. I I can't decide if that's not my favorite that they put out because it has most of the old music that I liked, you know. And yeah, I can't. That's quite a cool. That's quite a cool thing. Never doing any work. This is movie phone. I like your guys' show, and I do like that you go on a little earlier because I get up so freaking early, and so I can actually catch you. I fall asleep. You wouldn't believe how many times I wake up at like midnight, fall asleep in my bed, waking up in my clothes, like shit, trying to watch. But I understand you guys is, you know, I wish Zahir did more live. I guess it's because he's got that new store. He can't really go live anymore. I like Zahir a lot. Scrubs. I watched that a little bit. It wasn't too bad. The humor got old after a while. The humor was really. It was one of those shows where I thought the humor was awesome at first, and then it was just like the same humor over and over again. So I was kind of like, I don't know. I got kind of sick of it. uh, it's hard not to like Krillin. I wish he came on more. He hasn't been coming on live when I've watched. Oh yeah, you guys said uh is mad at Tracy or something. Dan is our art vandal. Yeah, there was a point where Dan was like, "Yeah, I don't know if he asked me if he was gonna what name he should change it to, but he was saying he's gonna get rid of Art Vandalay, and I go, don't get rid of Art Vandalay, keep that name. That's good. And I go, just get rid of the 3468. He had Art Vandalay 3468 or something. It must have been his, you know, video game name, password or something. And when he got rid of that, it made it stand out more, made it more real. And I think he's glad that he kept it now because I think he's got 1.6 thousand subscribers now. I'm not sure exactly how he got. I think I overheard him say that he Cincinnati Picker went live and he jumped into a game on his live show, and so he got a bunch of subscribers that way. I think. Um, but I was listening to their live the other day. I didn't realize it, but Dan has 600 listings on eBay. That's a reseller. That's not a YouTuber. So I enjoy I enjoy Dan. He's real, and He likes to laugh at himself, so I like the guys that laugh at themselves. Thanks for joining, Adam. I appreciate you. You doing any record sales? We need to do a record sale. I've got so many freaking 7 inches now. We need to chit chat and talk about how you'd want to do it. But I've got close. I'm getting close to 1,000 sevens, and I got a bunch of like Madonna and stuff that I don't want that other people really do. It's weird. I like Madonna's songs, but I don't like her voice. She's like Nicolas Cage. I like Nicolas Cage movies, but I don't like Nicolas Cage. But I can get through it or something. If that makes any sense. Like Madonna songs are written really well. The music's good in them, but I don't really hear the voices. Anyway. Yeah, true that. But he's a heavy reseller, so it's hard to ever. I don't know how some of these guys do YouTube and resell. It's freaking nuts. I don't think people understand how hard it is to grind through all that. Good. Hey, what's up, Brian? Man, I enjoyed your auctions. What I was saying earlier is I appreciate that you actually know your items when you're selling them. People know what they're getting, and they can tell their own story with what you're telling them, so they can sell it better themselves. And you freaking moved your auctions fast. I do not like these auctions that last 20 minutes for a $25 item because they want $30. It's annoying, super annoying. So I really appreciate good reseller lots. And it moved quickly. And T and you worked so good together. T is so awesome at the auctions. I love how she keeps the chat. She does it. I'm doing it my way, and we're going to do it this way. Like I was telling him earlier, like there was someone that jumped in after everybody passed, and they wanted it for $25, and T's like, no, we already said passed. And some people go back and get that $25, but I like that. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep everybody there, and that's why you had 300 people. So, and heading into winter, like Tommy was saying, there's gonna be a lot more people wanting to buy some reseller lots so we can sell on eBay. So I appreciate you for doing all this. I know it's got to be a lot of work, and I know you're probably paying your employees quite a bit just to be there and run around for you. Yeah. Okay. You're going on at noon. Throw in your. Jennifer's already thrown it in once, but if you want to throw it in the chat again, everybody in here's though has already got you. But Harry wants to know if you have any glass insulators or any Coleman lanterns. And if you do, private message him. he's our expert on those. I think you probably already know that. But 76, that's good. That's double, if not triple, what most people would get through. So many people have 3-hour lots and they get through 20 things, and 10 of them are terrible. Yeah, true that. He knows that. He knows that. I was trying to get some in his Facebook stuff too, some Pantera, and yeah, I just love anything music. Harry had to eat. Bacon was calling. Yeah, that's one thing I was noticing that I usually talk in the chats, but the chat with so many people in it, I kind of didn't want to mess it up for everybody. It was really trying to deal with the auction, Mama G, and everybody. I didn't want to put a bunch of random hi, hey, how's it going? Hey, and that's someone new in the chat. I don't. Kushwaha Tech. Well, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Just a bunch of resellers. Deftones just sold. Nice. Is that a good one? How much did you go for? Scared. She ain't scared. What? T doesn't like you, Tracy? She didn't have you wrenched. Well, she probably doesn't. Um, you probably don't buy from her, so you probably have never registered. Bacon's so bad because you could eat like 2 pounds of it and not feel like you ate anything. That's what's so bad about it. I've been in Pusa. I definitely was in Pusa for a long time. Like I said, at first I did it because I wanted to do the subscribers, but then after a while I was just like interested in how everybody was doing. Because we don't realize how much we're in our own community, and that's it. Because I go to other communities and you see how, like, you go to the coin community and you talk about bad editing. Oh God, I can't even watch that crap. So then I realized, like, we're not that bad. But it's kind of fun to go check out other people's stuff that's specialized just in coins. Or and that's how I found Harry. When I started an antique booth, I wanted to know more about antiques. I only knew so much about antiques, and I found Harry, and um, man, he had so much knowledge on it. It was easy, and he talked about it. Some people have antiques and they don't even talk about it. So I don't even, why are you a reseller if you're not talking about reselling? I don't know. Nice UK pressing. I got a blue Miles Davis kind of blue today. I think I told you that. Pretty excited for $14 free shipping. I love Miles Davis. Oh my God. When I used to play pool, you put Miles Davis on, I could just float around that pool table and I play so much better. Oh man. I miss pool. Our best pool hall it was where the Missouri amateurs were even held because they were the best pool tables. I just didn't want to get in the way. It's just there's so much going on, kind of deal. Um, but they closed down this year. It sucks. You're driving now. You got an hour. Oh, you went to pick up something. You said you were buying something in the morning to even sell. You're supposed to be selling stuff, not buying more stuff to sell. I remember thinking that. I remember you're thinking like your wife's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, you said you're gonna get rid of stuff, not buy more stuff to sell for that same day." uh, Squatting with them. That's funny. Pinbacks. Pinbacks. I guess I don't know what those are. Yeah, I saw the weird look, the sexual, and there was one person buying all of them. I thought that was funny too. Yeah, I think that is a good point. That's probably why I like her. She just ignores it. Yeah, true. Yeah, take their money the same. Yeah, true that. Myra's always been one of the best at it. Ooh, yeah. I was wondering. I didn't see any jewelry yesterday, and that's a lot of teas. People love jewelry, so you'll make teas. Normal people or her regulars happy with that stuff. I was lurking almost all the entire day yesterday. I think I've only bid on a couple things, but I was waiting for some sports cards. When it comes to most things, when it comes to buying, I like sports cards, Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and LPs probably right behind my sports cards, but anything music really. I even wanted to if it would have been $100, that Frankenstein autograph, I was gonna, but I knew I'd go for more. I think it went for 375 or so. But that was a cool piece because that guy doesn't sign a lot. You know, make a TikTok video. Uh, get a wig, dress up like Richard Simmons, wear some sweatpants. Yeah, you get Matt Romero in there, and he'll be buying up every one of your single stitch. because he sells them on Instagram. I'm pretty sure. I wonder how Mr. Bislot can integrate Instagram into it, because he's probably missing out on some people because he has such good stuff. Do you have Instagram, Mr. Bislot? Because I found that I'm getting more followers on Instagram. I'm growing faster on Instagram than I am on YouTube. I guess the hashtags work better. I don't know. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna have to be getting off here in about 5 minutes. California Republic. Can you put a wig on, bro? If I had one, I would. I'm excited for the. Yeah, I just know that I've been collecting. Like I was collecting all those Pokemon because I knew when I saw the baseball cards are going up, I'm like, So I started in basketball. So I started buying up Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and um, Pokemon, and I was buying them around town, Facebook Marketplace too, because people just don't know. It's changed so quick. I got such good deals. Like on Mercari, you look up Pokemon, Magic, you can buy some lots cheap. Still, that's what I like to do is buy on Mercari and sell it on eBay. Because, but then you can tell a lot. People cross post from eBay to Mercari, and they're charging a lot more on Mercari than they do on eBay. So a lot of people, I think a lot of it's just resellers trying to make more money than they did on eBay. So it's good to listen and lurk. I'm going to be listing all day, so I'll be listing things. I sold 7 things yesterday. 2 Wii remotes with the motion controller things you stick on, and 2 nunchucks for $25, which is pretty good since if I would have sold those with a console, it would have went for 45. So I'm kind of parting out some of that stuff right now. I'm just trying to hit it while I can. And I'm guessing that Wii's and all that stuff, I've got a few of them. I bought a bunch. I bet they're going to start going up in price again, just because it's hitting that time of the year again, winter and lockdown probably again. Hopefully not, but yeah, I figured he was, but even then, I figured there wasn't that many autographs out there. But it was such a cool piece, and I appreciate too figuring in the shipping, because some of these auctions you do it and then they'll tell you like, oh, we'll invoice you. You get the invoice and it's like the shipping's ridiculous. You're like, really? When I know that if you're paying for the shipping, I might even bid more because I know you are, and I think you get more out of it because you know you're getting it. And I know you're going to give me a good deal and you're not going to screw me over. You know what I mean? So I like the free shipping. Where's Kent? I miss Kent. Oh shit, I missed a bunch here. Freaking StreamYard. Nice. That's funny. Uh, that's why I assume too, but I'm gonna be watching. Like I said, I kind of want him to. I like waiting out auctions to the end because most of the people that are there have spent their money. They might still be watching, but they spent most of their money, so I have a little advantage. Well, I'm just saying that when it comes to um, single stitch T-shirts, especially concert T-shirts, you'll get a lot more money on Instagram because there's just a big community there. So when it comes to certain items, you'll do better there. And since you have probably quite a few of them, that's what I learned with Storage Auction Pirate, and Matt Romero. Matt Romero, he knows his concert tees. Can't multi-stream. Yeah, I was wondering why. Tell me what I heard this from somebody that the Facebook is trying to get rid of their lives. Is that true? Some of my musician friends were saying how they're having problems with it or something, or they're not promoting it. I'm not exactly sure. So they're going to do more YouTube. So I don't. I just don't know. DMB for life. Thanks for joining, Kent. Were you watching the lives yesterday? Yeah, that's one thing that's nice about concert T-shirts. They actually have the date. I almost got a 2003, 2004 Dave Matthews. It was the 3/4 sleeve like this one, and it was Dave Matthews and Friends, and it just had the same symbol in the back, so it didn't have like the dates or anything on the back, but it was cool. And she had it for $15 free ship, and I offered 12, and she was going to give it to me. But when she took it out of the closet, her 10-year-old son was like, "I want to wear that when I get older." I'm like, "Shit." So I didn't get it. I was like, "That's all right." Damn it. It'd have been a cool shirt because it fit me. Kent's a Ross guy. That's what first made me think about reselling, because I would get my shoes there for $20 Nikes. I'm like, I wonder if people sell these on eBay. And then that's when I first started YouTubing Ross reselling, and found a couple people. And that's when I found faking profits. And I think I found Pete first. And then when I found Pete, that's when Craigslist Hunter kept getting suggested to me. And then I found Cincinnati Picker, and I'm like, oh, there it is. That's what I wanted to see. I mean, I love Pete, but he's very niche into that. And the Cincinnati Picker, I'm like, I garage sale, and that's what I'm doing. So he hit me perfect. And I like my favorites is Matt, part-time picker, and Kevin, Commonwealth picker. Just no nonsense, real resellers. I think Kevin's probably the best, just because he's been eBaying since 1999. He's been garage selling since forever. Um, he knows the ins and outs, and when it was good and when it wasn't. And he's a wealth of knowledge. Gaming side hard, huh? You're trying to take away that Twitch. Interesting. No, it's coffee. I actually quit coffee for 3 months just to see if I could do it. It wasn't that hard. But then when I got it back, I'm like, oh, I love this stuff. It literally, especially not doing it for 3 months, and I've drank coffee for 30 years, 20, 25, that it was obvious. Like I felt literally more awake. Like it, it's different caffeine than like even tea, I think. So like, damn it. Because I just tested it. And there was one night I decided, I'm like, I'm gonna drink a little bit of coffee about 6 o'clock to see if it keeps me up. I was up till 1 in the morning just from one cup of coffee. Holy crap. Okay. I guess I've got the same internet that a couple of pickers have, which I'm pissed off at them. They haven't been freaking going live. Sick of it. They went live to get their 1,000 subscribers and they teased us. That's it. That is freaking awesome. That's awesome. I have about 5 Dave concert tees over the years. I can still wear them somehow. Yeah, Kevin's the best. Does Cincinnati Picker not do his own editing anymore? It's a little different than it used to be. Kind of like the old stuff. I don't know. He's probably moved up to that point where he's having someone edit for him. True. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Yeah, stupid coffee. I love it. Rest in peace. Oh, I just skipped. Can't. What about Resellers? I don't know it. Pornhub. So maybe I'd like to know who that is. That's a good story. Stone Cold. I must. uh, check it out, Harry. uh, hey, what's up? How's it going? Uh, thanks for joining, Susie. He does pay someone now. Yeah, I thought it was different. I can't blame him. He's making so much money off it. It's probably ridiculous. He doesn't even need to resell anymore. I've noticed that Rally Roots goes to garage sales again now. They're probably looking at their how much money they made on YouTube this year, and it's not near as much. Like, oh, crap, we needed to start rebuilding our YouTube, start going garage sales. I'm with you. We know. You shouldn't have told on that mob boss. Well, I'm going to get off here. Tim is live. I'm going to go check out him and Authentic and Scotty Booms. And I'll see you, Brian, and everybody in the chat. And Mr. Buys a Lot's live today. It's only about 35 minutes away. So I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. But thanks for joining everybody that came in and chit-chatted with me. Thanks for joining up, Harry, and jumping in my live. You always make it a lot more fun. I appreciate it. But I'll see you all later. Grind on.